Welcome to my favorite nonprofit radio segment called Nonprofits Care. Their causes are really extraordinary.
My favorite nonprofit, where causes are really extraordinary. Together we can make a difference. You and my favorite nonprofits who care.
Find out how you can make a difference at myfavouritenonprofit.com, where causes are really extraordinary.
You and my favorite nonprofits who care.
Welcome to our second segment of our radio show called Nonprofits Who Care. And CARE stands for Causes Are Really Extraordinary. I'm Ralph Grills, the founder of My Favorite Nonprofit, and I'm here, the host of the show. I'm here with my co-host, Elena Yee.
Good morning.
Hi, Elena. How are you?
I'm grateful, thank you.
Are you feeling a little better yet?
Yes.
Oh, good. Elena was a little under the weather this morning, but she seems to be cheering up because our last guest was so exciting and what she's doing with the performances. Elena's kind of perked up about that. You can see her passion. But I'm really pleased to announce our next guest. Our next guest is Lady Jane Francis. How do you pronounce your last name, Jane?
Echeozo.
Echeozo. Say that 10 times. Echeozo. That's an interesting name. And you're an RN and an MSN. What's the MSN?
I have a master's degree in nursing sciences.
Oh, really? And also, you're the commissioner with the Denver Commission, Women Commission?
Yes.
Oh, and also chairperson of the advisory board of the Agency of Human Rights and Community Partnership.
Absolutely.
Wow, you are a busy lady. And not only that, you're the president of the National Council of Women's Societies.
That's true.
USA.
Yeah.
Very good. Tell us a little bit more about the president of the National Council of Women's Societies and what you do there.
As the president of National Council of Women's Society, I advocate for women, especially women from Africa, although this organization is Nigerian women-based.
Right.
But we cater for all women from diverse Africa, especially immigrants, refugees, and underserved women. And also, we have partners here in the United States that work with us. So our main purpose is to speak up for women who cannot speak for themselves, and also to educate women on their rights and empower women to be who they are.
So this is all women though, right?
All women.
Okay, great.
And children and girls.
Ah, excellent. Because, you know, I want to kind of digress a little bit here, but I met Lady Jane Francis through an individual named Papa Dia. And Papa Dia, as people know, is the president of the African Leadership Group, who has also been a guest on our radio show here. And Papa Dia has worked a lot with the community, and he knows Lady Jane Francis and suggested her for our show today. So we just wanted to say that, you know, Papa Dia has done some great things out there. And how did you get involved with Papa Dia?
Well, I recently got to know Papa Dia, and like you rightly said, he's done a lot for Africa, especially on Leadership Forum. He's been really bringing all the community leaders together so that we will have, you know, a distinguished purpose on what we're doing, and also for us to be together, especially we Africans, to come together as leaders. And I think recently he gathered a lot of the leaders for a golf tournament and stuff like that,
right,
which we really do. So that was very exciting. But also he taps into all the non-profit organizations to know, you know, their missions and aims and objectives so that he can work with us, and that is extremely very important that he does that for us.
Oh, definitely, because, you know, Papa Dia loves to collaborate with other nonprofits.
Exactly.
And that's why we kind of formed a little collaboration partnership, because I like to help promote nonprofits through My Favorite Nonprofit. So this allows us to really meet some people that Papa Dia has really built these relationships with, and has done some really good things for.
Great.
Right. So what are the aims and objectives of your organization?
Well, as National Council of Women's Society, I initially told you that our job is to educate women, and what we have been doing actually is educating women. We've been having conferences and just to bring up issues that affect basically women and girls. And another reason why we have this organization is to partner with other non-profit organizations that have similar interests with us.
Oh, okay.
And like in 2009, I was opportune to speak on female genital mutilation which is a very important issue that affects women from developing countries.
Right.
And that is one way that, we talk about, maltreatment against women, and that is one of them. So as an organization, that is the aim, and our objective is to really advocate for women, empower women, and make sure that the girl child is in safe hands.
So it sounds like that you don't only work here locally, but you also work internationally?
We work internationally, we work locally, we work wherever.
There's no borders, let's put it that way.
We don't have any borders,
Yeah.
but we are based here in the United States.
Uh-huh.
And our membership is only for people in the United States.
And you're based here in Colorado,
We're
right?
based here in Colorado,
Right.
and that's our headquarters.
Where's your headquarters located at?
Here in South Parker Road.
Oh, really?
562 South Parker Road. Here.
Oh, not far from here at all.
Not far from here.
Oh,
just
excellent.
a stone throw to
Oh.
your office.
Just down the street. Our neighbor.
I know.
Wow. What a small world.
It is.
Yeah, because there's a project called the Greenhouse Project. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not very familiar with that,
And
but
what-
I've heard about it.
Yeah, because what the Greenhouse Projects do is they're housing all these international nonprofits, especially ones that work with Africa, and they're like kind of sharing resources and sharing expenses through being in the same building. So that way that they can really operate on less expenses.
That is brilliant.
That would be
Yeah.
one non-profit that should work with us, because we need them,
Right.
to kind of tap into their resources and help women that need their help as well. So
Yeah, that's why I brought it up, that you might want to
That's-
contact them.
thank you,
Yeah.
Raf, for bringing
Yeah.
that up. And
Yeah.
I would definitely get to.
How long have you been in existence?
Oh, we can't believe it, as young as we are, 2 years.
Really?
Honestly.
Oh, you're just little babies.
We are babies,
Yeah.
but we are babies that act like adults. We
There you
are
go.
so grown.
You grow fast.
We really do.
You're on
We really-
steroids. Yeah, there you go. The good ones.
We are so grown, you can't believe it.
Wow.
Yep,
That is excellent. I love people that are out there and have passion to do what they're doing.
exactly.
Yeah,
I
that's-
think it's a calling. You really have to have the passion to do this. It's
Exactly.
not easy, but we are getting there.
Yeah, especially because you probably see a lot of, sad situations where women are being abused, women don't have any, really, it seems a way out.
Yeah,
You know?
because the other day, I was called,
Mhm.
and there's this woman that had problems in her home country in Africa about what I just said, female genital mutilation, and she's here. And unfortunately, it looks like she has problems with her, being stable here, and they are trying, according to what I heard, she may be, taken back to Africa and stuff. So she's been looking for a way for people to speak for her on female genital mutilation, and they contacted me. So that tells you what we do. We are ready there to kind of speak and advocate for women.
So you kind of step in and help them.
Yeah, we are there to step in and help them, and also help them to find resources and how to navigate around.
Right, so you empower women through education.
We do,
Right.
absolutely.
Because they say knowledge is power, and that's
It is, and
Yeah.
that's the first thing, knowledge.
exactly.
Isn't that the Dalai Lama said the women of the West is going to save the world? And I don't really, we take everything so literally, but I think it's the feminine power. It's going to awaken.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that is true.
So it's love.
Oh yeah,
That's one word.
uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, because there's so many people out there that are suffering, and with organizations like yours, now there's a resource for them.
Exactly.
And I think the internet has completely opened this up. That's what I'm so excited about.
And that's why I'm very excited that you're doing this interview. That will help more people to really know who we are, and also know what we can do for them. And also the people that need our help can call us,
Yeah, and here at Mile High Radio, we're actually being broadcast through the internet, so we're all over the world. Anybody can tune into us
That's
from
very
anywhere, from any computer. So we really like that because our website's also based on the internet as a social community, which we can talk about later, but you can form a group and actually have people follow you on our site.
Okay.
And the traffic that we bring in will help you get more exposure that way. So there's a lot of ways to go out there and help the nonprofits be able to be more effective. Very good. And can you tell us more about how people can get involved with the organization? Can they volunteer, or how would they do that?
Yeah, first of all, as an organization, we volunteer more. We, like Night Health Fair, we have healthcare professionals that volunteer.
Oh, cool.
2008, I had healthcare professional that I took overseas to Nigeria for a health fair in my community. So we do volunteer work. We were at Project Cure last year, packing, equipment that will be shipped overseas to healthcare facilities. So most of the things we do is volunteer basis. We volunteer a lot. And we want people to help us too, like what we're going to do on Saturday, the Taste of Nigeria. We need volunteers, we need people to donate clothing, we are doing like clothing drives, so people would help us to kind of, get to what we're doing, and so that we can help the people that are underserved and people that need our help.
Well, that's great, because you mentioned Project Cure, which Project Cure I just hosted a table at. They had their luncheon for the First Lady of Mozambique.
Yeah, you got it right. Were you there?
Yeah, we hosted a table.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Papa Dio is one of my guests.
Oh.
And he, obviously, is the president of the African Leadership Group, so I was able to introduce him to the First Lady of Mozambique.
Oh, that is wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great lunch. They had 2,000 people there. And what they're going to be doing is shipping containers of medical supplies to Mozambique. And the First Lady will be actually deciding which medical centers they need to have them sent to.
That is excellent. In fact, Project Q has done a lot. What they are doing for Mozambique, they started doing for Nigeria a long time.
Yeah, they're in Nigeria.
Yeah, when I had my inauguration, Dr. Jackson himself was one of the speakers.
Really?
Yeah, when we inaugurated the National Council of Women Societies, USA, in 2010, he was one of the speakers.
Was it the father or son?
No, the son himself.
Yeah, Jackson.
Dr. Jackson himself.
Well, they're both doctors.
Yeah.
And his father is Jim Jackson.
This one is the president of Project Cure.
Well, the son took it over.
Yeah.
Doug Jackson.
Yeah, he was there, and he spoke at length on, they've been really doing a lot for healthcare facilities, and in fact, he has a chieftaincy title from Nigeria.
Really?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, that's great.
So,
that guy does a lot.
He has a chieftaincy title from Nigeria, Dr. Jackson.
Chieftain.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's very well liked.
He's very well liked in Nigeria communities, yes, because of what he's done for, healthcare facilities, and for, the underserved, the rural women, the rural areas of Nigeria. He's done a lot.
Yeah, because we had an individual on last week, his name was Mike Weisner, and they do microfinancing loans.
Oh, that's another issue. That's one important area that we educate people on how to get small loan business, small business loan for their businesses.
Right.
So.
Well, we're going to have to run to a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we will talk some more, because this is very interesting. And Dr. Lady Francis, how do you pronounce the last name?
Echeozo.
Echeozo. I'm going to have to get that down. Echeozo. All right, we'll see you after the break.
Welcome to my favorite nonprofit radio segment called Nonprofits Care. Their causes are really extraordinary.
Welcome back to our show, Nonprofits Who Care. CARE stands for Causes Are Really Extraordinary. I'm Ralph Grills, founder of My Favorite Nonprofit. I'm the host of the show. I'm here with Linda Meany, my co-host.
Good morning.
Hello, Linda. And we're here speaking with Lady Jane Francis Echeozo. Echeozo?
Echeozo.
Echeozo. I'm going to get it right sooner or later. Lady Jane Francis Echeozo. There we go. Let's say that 10 times. Anyhow, but Lady Jane, tell us more. Oh, you had last year, you invited the Nigerian ambassador to Colorado. Yeah. How significant was his visit to Colorado in your organization and to your organization?
His coming to Colorado was very significant, especially for Africans, and Nigeria in particular. When he came into Colorado, it gave us a great sense of belonging.
Oh,
we felt very much at home. It's like your father has visited you. It was very exciting. And again, the city of Aurora gave you a very great welcome. And that means that we, indirectly, we have that welcome too from city of Aurora, because they gave him the key to the city. And obviously all Nigerians, we now have the key to the city, since our ambassador has the key to the city.
Oh, yeah.
And that kind of lifted the organization up. And the city of Aurora kind of embraced us right now. And this is one thing I like about this state, Colorado. It is diverse, and they embrace diversity to the core. And
Yes.
the ambassador coming here saw it firsthand. He
Mhm.
was very excited the way Nigerians were being treated. He was very, very vocal about it. And the city of Aurora made us so proud that our Nigeria, being his first visit, was very, very relaxed with us, and we told stories about what we experienced here, and he made us feel more comfortable, and he himself liaising with the council members. It was a very exciting day. And for the organization, wow, it's another milestone for us to bring the ambassador here, made us so proud that we could at least be an organization that is noted, that is recognized by our host country and host state and our own native country.
Yeah, so you're like building a bridge between everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that was great for the city of Aurora.
It is.
Yeah, that's very good. And what's the Nigerian population here in Colorado, do you know?
Oh, well, basically we should be running in our thousands, I mean, but for Africans, it's about 100 and something thousand. So Nigeria is kind of a fraction of that.
Yeah, because Africa has so many countries that just, and that's one of the things I think that, like Hispanics, they fall under Hispanics, so they fall into one category, where Africa has so many different countries, like Nigeria, they speak different languages, I think there's more segregated.
208 languages, if my data is correct.
208 languages?
From
Wow.
Nigeria, that is barely kind of bigger than California. That tells you how diverse we are. The diversity is not only in our languages, the diversity is in all aspects of our lives, because you cannot believe it. Another Nigerian sitting next to you, I may not even understand what that
They're
Nigerian
speaking a
is
different
saying.
dialect.
Exactly.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that is how huge. And you know, Nigeria is the giant of Africa,
Uh-huh.
and that kind of embrace whatever we do. Our languages, we're huge, our attitudes, everything.
Right.
We kind of showcase who we are,
Uh-huh.
as Nigerians.
Right.
And that is one thing a lot of people don't know, that we are that diverse. You know. So this is an opportunity for people to know that Nigeria is a huge country, the most populous in Africa, actually.
What's the population of Nigeria?
Right now it's about 160 million or something. So within that neighborhood, you know, so that tells you how big we are.
Right.
So that is how diverse we are. That is why we are actually doing this Taste of Nigeria to, you know, bring all aspects of our life for people to know exactly who we are, as diverse as we are.
So this is an event that you have coming up called the Taste of Nigeria.
Exactly. On the 27th of October, here in Bex Recreation Center in Aurora,
Uh-huh.
we are going to have the first ever Taste of Nigeria.
Really? And how would people find out more about this?
Okay, that is very easy. Either call 720
Uh-huh.
951-1023 for more information, or you can go to our website www.ncws.us, and you will get all information about the maiden Taste of Nigeria in Colorado.
Very good. Say that website one more time, a little slower.
It is www.ncws.us.
.us. Very good. And then tell us a little more, what is the event going to be like? Taste of Nigeria. It's going to be foods from all over Nigeria then? Is that? Or just different...
Well, that is a part of it. You
Yes,
cannot do Taste
that's
of
it.
Nigeria without food.
Exactly.
As diverse as we are,
Mhm.
like I told you, 208 languages, maybe the food will come in that fashion as well.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have foods from every ethnic group in Nigeria. We're going to see it that day. And we are starting with conference. Like I told you, our organization, we educate and advocate
Power to education,
and
right.
empower women. So we are starting by the first session of it is going to be conference, and the theme is diversity and community partnership. And that tells you all we're going to talk about is how diversity affects the population,
The community.
affects immigrants, affects refugees, affects everybody. So everything will be hinged on diversity.
Oh, very good. It sounds like it's going to be a great event.
It is going to be a great event. Then after that, there will be the cultural display. And please do come and see Nigerians display their heritage.
Oh, excellent. And is there a cost for this, or?
Well,
She's like, look at me. Well.
Nigerians are very hospitable. You cannot believe it.
Uh-huh.
It is free for
It is free.
everyone to come. But for the food, we are charging only $10. I mean, you go to a McDonald's and spend
You'll spend
huge
more than
money,
that, yeah.
but these are real homemade food. So please come and eat real nutritious food only for $10.
So this is $10 all you can eat.
All you can eat,
Of Nigerian
$10
food.
of Nigerian food.
That's
and
great.
real good food.
I don't think I've ever had Nigerian food.
You are going to be there, Ralph. You have to be
I'll
there.
try that. I definitely
That
want to try
would
to
be
go
great.
out there.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, this has been really exciting, Lady Jane. I really appreciate you coming to our show. We really enjoyed talking to you. Sounds like you really have a passion for helping women, which is great to see. And we'd love to see that you are working with all diverse of the community, not just one sector.
Exactly.
Right.
That is true. And this organization is open. We have honorary members that can come in. You don't have to be a Nigerian to be a member of NCWS USA. You can become an honorary member and be a part of it. Because really, we are talking about diversity. We want people to help us build ourselves, and we want to help others build themselves too. So it's a two-way traffic here.
Okay. And so the Taste of Nigeria, the date is again?
27th October, and that is
So that's just
few
coming
days.
up, yeah.
2 days from now, Saturday,
Yeah,
come
come
to
together
Bex
Saturday.
Recreation Center.
And what's the time?
It's 12 midday prompt until 6 p.m.
So noon to 6 p.m.
Yes.
And the location again?
Bex Recreation Center, Telluride, 800 Telluride, just opposite the Buckley Air Force Base.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Telluride and 6th Avenue.
All right.
And that's where we're having it.
Oh, excellent. Well, we'll have to come by and see you there.
That would be
And
great.
if-
You're very welcome.
If you're listening out there, please come by and see that, and you'll get the different taste and culture of Nigeria. It will be a fun event. And this again is Ralph Grills of My Favorite Nonprofit. Thank you for tuning in with my co-host Lane and me. And this is Nonprofits Who Care. Causes are really extraordinary. Tune in next week, and thank you. Have a great week.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you very much.
My favorite non-profit, where causes are really extraordinary. Together we can make a difference. You and my favorite non-profit, non-profits who care.
Find out how you can make a difference at myfavoriternonprofit.com, where causes are really extraordinary.
You and my favorite non-profit, non-profits who care, who care.